What is up, guys? Smooth here, back with another Minecraft video. Today we're going to be looking at a very special 2-command block creation by JRagan014 that brings Adele into Minecraft. Now I know that sounds weird, and that's because it is very weird. Not only is she brought into the game, she's brought in as a boss, and she is incredibly difficult. I'm going to be doing this entirely in creative because it'll take a really long time in survival, but you guys can get the gist of what is going on. So in order to do this, you're going to have 2 command blocks over here, and I'm going to first show you all how to give yourself a command block. So first, you're going to want to type right in your chat over here, /give, then your username, so Smoothscape, whoops, let's type that correctly, Minecraft, command _ block. And just like that, you'll see I have another command block in my hand over here. So let's go over here, whoops, let's go over here and take a look at what's inside these command blocks. So I have the entire command listed, and they're both very long. You'll see them in the description below, and that's also where you can check out JRagan014's channel, the creator of this project as well. So there's a couple different ways you can activate these blocks, although it is a little bit risky to do it one way. You can stand in certain directions depending on how these commands will, how this whole thing will spawn basically, but I'll show you. So you can have this as always active, which will basically automatically powered, but I'm gonna stand back just to be on the safe side. So let's click needs redstone. So you'll see I have a command in each of these, and I'm gonna go and press this right here. Let's stand back. Oh, I almost got killed by it anyway. That was actually really fortunate. But you do want to put them a couple blocks apart, so that way you don't end up suffocating inside and you'll have to break the commands to get out of it, which will pretty much ruin all of it. So let me just get rid of these just in case you don't want to have a random redstone charges lying around, potentially messing things up. So you'll see right over here, again, the name of the creator, and you can click here to remove it. But now let's see how we actually spawn Adele herself. So let's go in here and grab these 4 items. You're going to need a ghast here, blaze powder, water bottle. Make sure it's not a bucket of water. It specifically has to be a water bottle and a cauldron. So let's pull all those out and let's go right over here. All right, so let's spawn it a little bit away from the command block so that way we don't have Adele break everything because she is incredibly destructive. And I actually flattened all this land around here so you guys could see how destructive she actually is. So let's put this cauldron down right over here, and I'm going to hover over this just a little bit. So to spawn her in, you're going to drop all these items into the cauldron. So first, we're going to go and drop in the ghast here. See how my aim is. Blaze powder and the water bottle. Stand back. And then we got, hello, it's me. So now you'll see her all the way up over there. So let's get a little bit closer. And also you got these really cool particle effects, which I'm a big fan of. But here you have Adele herself. Now you'll notice that I can't hit her. Like, I can't really do any damage to her. She has an invisible barrier completely surrounding her. And you also have these guys over here. They're called Someone Like You. Again, these are all basically references to all her songs. The same thing with, oh, I was trying to explain everything that's going on, but what you just saw is that she will spawn TNT and TNT minecarts. And these things here are these invisible entities that'll chase you randomly. You can actually shoot them with a bow and arrow. Let me see if they're coming towards me right now. Let's see. It looks like it's basically an invisible elytra that will spawn a TNT when it gets near you. You see there's a handful of them, but let me just let them blow me up, I guess. Yeah. They're pretty destructive, and you see, again, she's dropping more TNT minecarts. Alright, so when you get close to these guys, you can hit them with your sword, but let's just do it like this. And you'll notice that they basically can't fall off. They have this perpetual glass that's going to always be under them. So if you push them a little bit, they'll always have this over here. And believe it or not, this is actually to your advantage. It makes it a little bit hard to melee them early on because you have to climb up. But you'll see in a second why it's very advantageous. So let's get these guys down. So these guys are a little bit loud. Let me lower the volume just a little bit. Whoops, not video settings. Music settings. Let's get this down to like 5 sounds good. Alright, so let's kill the rest of these guys and take a look at how all this goes. Alright, so let's kill the rest of these, kill the Someone Like Yous, so that way we don't have to get damaged by too much skyfall, because she keeps setting fire to the rain. And I know these sound like horrible references, but this is exactly what the mod is featuring. It's Pun City over here. Alright, let's get that out of there, and let's get this guy. Now, you don't necessarily have to kill these guys, but it just makes it a lot easier because you're going to have to pillar up in just a second. So, I'm going to pillar up from here as if it was survival. Alright, and you want to get as close to her as possible. Now, I'm going to show you why you can only get so close. If you go like this, you'll see that there's actually a limit to how close you can get. Anything else spawned in this territory will basically be deleted automatically. So let's just build a couple of blocks over here and break through it. All right, so basically there's an invisible barrier over here that can only be broken by TNT. So let's give ourselves some TNT, just like that, and let's give ourselves a flint and steel as well. There we go. So let's just get a nice little pile of them over here. I'm not sure how many it actually takes, but just to be on the safe side, we're gonna spawn a bunch of them. And there we go. Let's wait for it. There we go. So we just killed her, and now we're rolling in the deep. So she'll no longer be up in the sky, and she's gonna be on the ground. And you'll also notice she has the glowing effect here, which is actually important because she's gonna be running around quite a bit and teleporting you around, which will make her very hard to see. So if she teleports you like over here, you're going to need to see her behind all those blocks with the glowing effect. In this second phase, she actually has a couple different things going about her. Oh, you see she just teleported me right over there. And again, if I didn't have the glowing effect, I'd have to look around to find her. But basically, in the first phase, you saw she had the I Set Fire to the Rain, Take It All, and Skyfall attacks. In this one, she has one called Turning Tables, which will spread you around or spread zombies all around you. And this includes her herself. Basically, it's like a random teleportation thing. She's also not completely invulnerable anymore. You can actually damage her. And there's another attack you saw right there, where she'll spawn a bunch of zombies all around you. And the other attack she has is called Hometown Glory, which will summon creepers 15 blocks above your position. And these zombies are really loud. So I'm going to wait around before I actually try to kill her or anything, so that we can get all these zombies to spawn. But again, if you're actually trying to do this in survival, she actually is vulnerable right now. Oh yeah, there you go. See, Hometown Glory. And I guess since I'm in the air, they spawned too high and they all fell down and died. Kind of like a cheaty strategy, but I guess it works for the video at least. So now I'm going to start hitting her and start lowering her health a little bit. And this phase is the one that you can actually beat her. So you'll notice that even with a diamond sword, she still has quite a bit of health. Let's see how long it takes to actually beat her. Oh, I got teleported again, and she's over there. Alright, so let's try finishing her off. Turning tables, alright. So, oh, that was what she just did, I believe. Alright, a couple more should do it. This boss can take a beating. Come on. Be really nice to have like a health bar above her head for this. Oh, there we go. Turning tables once again. And I think one more should do it, if I remember, because I did try this once before and didn't take much more than what I just did. So let's get these guys out of the way. So let's go up. Oh, I don't want to throw my sword. Not a good idea before a zombie picks it up. Alright, let's finish this up. I'm just like petting her in the face. There we go. So once you beat her after a very long struggle, by the way, this is incredibly hard in survival. You can see even with a diamond sword, it took a lot of hits. She will drop this item over here. And this is the Faith of Adele. You'll see it's basically just a regular stick. It has Fortune 1 and Infinity 5. And let me put it right here like this. When you have the item in your hand, you get the effects of plus 10 armor, and you're also invulnerable to arrows. So that's basically the gist of this mod, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Well, not really a mod, actually, but this 2-command creation. It was really cool. I recommend you guys try to do it, and post a comment below on how many deaths it took for you to actually do it in survival, because I think the actual creator said that his best was 6 deaths, and that was with keep inventory on. So again, as you can see, an incredibly difficult boss. And actually, I didn't see this before. You have these particles following you as you do this. That looks really cool. Anyway, guys, this was Smooth. I hope you enjoyed the video. A like would be very much appreciated if you did, as it does help me out a lot. And subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one in the future. This was Smooth, and I'll see you all later. Take it easy, guys.